Hi everybody, my name is Charles Higginbotham and I'm an EGR 240, Section 1. I would like you to kick back and enjoy yourself while I discuss Morocco's energy situation. But first, I will tell you a little about this country's history, along with some social, political, and economic factors that are shaping Morocco right now. Let's get started. You may be asking yourself, what is this music? Well, it is music from Morocco, brought to you by a radio show called Continental Drift on WREK Atlanta. Anyways, I will begin my discussion in the year 40 AD, when the land we call Morocco was annexed to the Roman Empire. The region was conquered by the Muslims in the early 8th century. This is why Morocco has a strong Islamic influence. In 1956, Morocco gained its independence from France and appointed Mohammed I their king. Presently, King Mohammed VI rules Morocco. Next, I will briefly discuss some economics in Morocco. From this point forward, I will be using a phrase called MENA, which stands for Middle East and North African region. Morocco is in the MENA region. The population of Morocco is 33.92 million people. The U.S. population is roughly 10 times that, at 320 million people. The life expectancy is 74, which is slightly higher than the MENA region. The CO2 emissions are lower than MENA, which may be because they import some electricity from oil-producing countries. However, they do have 2 oil refineries, which can produce about 150,000 barrels a day. Morocco's largest industry is in mining and processing phosphates, which are used in detergents, fertilizers, livestock feed, and many other applications. The country of Morocco sits on more phosphate reservoirs than any other country. This industry also employs about 2% of the population. Now we can finally discuss energy. Just to give you a comparison, the U.S. has a total primary energy supply of 2,186.7 million tons, which is over 115 times more than Morocco. The U.S. has an energy per capita and energy intensity of 6.9 tons and 0.15 tons per U.S. dollar, respectively. We also generate over 150 times more electricity than Morocco. Here, you can see the breakdown of Morocco's energy supply. Oil contributing the most, over 2/3, and coal in second. Notice natural gas has increased since the early 2000s. This is probably due to new fracking techniques. This next graph is interesting because the final consumption for the 4 different sectors are relatively even. And finally, here's a Sankey diagram for Morocco. Again, this reiterates how huge of a role oil plays in each sector. Last but certainly not least to talk about is the NOR-1 concentrated solar power plant. Students, Dr. Holloway, Dr. Walcott, listen up. The NOR-1 power plant consists of 500,000 mirrors aligned in 800 rows. Each mirror is 39 feet tall. The plant uses parabolic troughs to focus sunlight onto a fluid which is 739 degrees Fahrenheit. The power plant covers 1,000 acres on the edge of the Sahara Desert. This area receives over 3,000 hours of sunlight a year and has near the highest rates of solar insolation in the world. Right now, the NOR power plant is capable of generating 160 megawatts, but by the time the NOR project is complete, it will be able to produce 2 gigawatts of electricity, which is about 18% of Morocco's demand. The Moroccan government is investing almost $10 billion into the NOR 1, 2, and 3. When it is complete, it will be the world's largest concentrated solar power plant. Just with part of NOR 1 complete, it is already visible from space. So when asked on the final, what is the largest concentrated solar power plant in Morocco, you answer, the NOR project.